Okay, so this is super improv, but I just thought I would put in my 2 cents with the new Godzilla X Kong trailer for Godzilla X Kong Supernova. And I know a lot of people have been speculating that, oh, maybe it's going to be, Space Godzilla, or oh, maybe it's going to be, Gagan, or even Hedorah. But I had a thought come up not too long ago, and I was thinking maybe the next Titan will be Bagan from the Super Godzilla video game that came out in the 90s. And I know that sounds crazy, but it just kind of came to me in passing, and I just had to kind of put my 2 cents and thoughts out there about that, if that would, be, a reasonable speculation because of a few things. Well, first of all, because of the from what we saw from the trailer, it seemed like a severe threat, like more so than the previous film, right? It even in the title itself, Supernova, like something like catastrophic. So it got me thinking maybe it could be Bagan, because Bagan in the video game was pretty, big and imposing and strong, that Godzilla couldn't even defeat him in his normal form. He literally had to go super to even like defeat Bagan. So that's another thing that got me thinking, well, maybe it's Bagan because of, how strong he is, and like if a Titan, that strong could cause that much of a threat level, then it would have to be pretty, big and imposing and powerful, like Bagan would be. So, I was just thinking about that, and as well as even just like Godzilla kind of evolving in the previous film, it got me thinking about that too, because I guess because the explanation in that movie was that he was powering up and charging up for Scar King and Shimo. But maybe now this is this gonna be a little crazy, but maybe he was actually powering up to do battle with the next strong Titan, who could possibly be again Bagan, who would be a huge cosmic, threat, if that makes sense. And I was thinking about it from that angle too, that, well, maybe Godzilla was actually powering up for something bigger than, the last threat was. Maybe he's gonna, really preserve and collect all his energy for this next movie with this next Titan that's gonna be probably a lot stronger. So I was thinking about it that way. And I'm trying to think what my other point was. I guess the title itself, Supernova, maybe if they do introduce Bagan, and then if it is Bagan or like heavily inspired by Bagan, then maybe it's like a Titan or something that was like born from, a supernova or something. Kind of like with Space Godzilla, how he was created from G cells that went into a black hole. So maybe something like that for, Bagan, or a possible, Bagan incarnation. I don't know. I mean, we still got like another, I think like 2 years until it comes out. I think it's March of 2027, so a little under 2 years, but it is in production right now because they said so in the teaser trailer. But yeah, that was kind of just my 2 cents that I felt I just had to like get out there and kind of like talk about and put my 2 cents in, since it's like a theory for, a possible new Titan that no one has really touched on since the teaser trailer came out. It's just been, like I said before, Space Godzilla this and Gigan that, and even Hedorah this, but I don't really see anyone, suggesting that it might be Bagan. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in, since it literally just came into my head, and I just kind of wanted to talk about and see if any other, of you G fans thought that or not, or if I'm like in the minority with, brainstorming who the next Titan might be. But I guess we'll have to wait till, we get more information and, more trailers and such for the new movie coming out in 2027. So yeah, that was just my 2 cents. And yeah, if you happen to like this format of videos, I can definitely do these a lot more often, since my channel is kind of not very active right now. But I might change that up with like videos like these. So yeah, I'll leave you to it. And yeah, he's gonna the big man himself is gonna say goodbye. So yeah, I hope you like this really, really impromptu video. So yeah, goodbye.